Dear students, today we'll be seeing another topic of entrepreneurship development. Yesterday we have studied who is an entrepreneur. So today a little more detailed about the person entrepreneur, and that is the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is a one of the important person, and he should have a particular characteristics. And in general sense we have said what you call, in general way we have understood itself like he is a risk taker, he is a organizer, and he is a innovator. Besides this, he requires to have many more other qualities that we'll see in today's class. So here at a glimpse, I have given a few of the important qualities or the characteristics an entrepreneur should have. And I don't want to go to read here itself. You can take a screenshot and save for yourself, so that it will be useful for your exam. Now let's go one after the another. So the first character and very important, the requirement of an entrepreneur is he need to be creative. Creativity. The terms creativity and innovation are often used to mean the same thing, but each has a unique connotation. So sometimes innovative means, creative means one and the same. It's not the same. Creativity is the ability to bring something new into existence. So be clear, creativity is the ability to bring something new into existence, something new, ability. It is not the reality, rather the ability. This definition emphasizes the ability, not the activity. See, innovation, activity. Now here, ability. So of bringing something new into existence. A person may therefore conceive of something new and envision how it will be useful, but not necessarily like the necessary action to make it a reality. So innovation is the process of doing new things, but creativity is a prerequisite to innovation. See, it is a creativity, it's just the ideas flowing in the mind. Sometimes a creative person need not be innovator, he doesn't go and do something, but he has the idea. So entrepreneur need to be first creative, otherwise how can he be innovator? So it's the creativity which leads to the innovator. Therefore the basic requirement of an entrepreneur is the creativity. Let's move to the second one, and that's innovation. From creativity, when you are creative, it flows when you are doing something as an innovation. So entrepreneurs innovate. Innovation is the specific instrument of entrepreneurship. It is the act that endows resources with a new capacity to create wealth. Innovation indeed creates a resource. Successful entrepreneurs, whatever their individual motivation be it money, power, curiosity, or the desire for fame and recognition, try to create value and to make a contribution. Still, successful entrepreneurs aim high. They are not content simply to improve on what already exists or to modify it. They try to create new and different values and new and different satisfaction to convert a material into a resource, converting the material into a resource, or to combine existing resources in a new and more productive configuration. So what it says is, here you are producing something, you are using some material and coming out with the resources, and in that process, so your desire may be something, so your motivation may be for the sake of money you are doing, maybe with the curiosity you are doing, maybe for the power you are doing, or for any purpose. Your motivation something need to, it may be different, but you are capable of innovating, you are capable of doing some activity, so bringing out something new. That's what the requirement of entrepreneur. If entrepreneur just follows the other's direction, then he can't be entrepreneur, because something somebody else says and you are doing. Entrepreneur is able to have a creativity of himself and does what he thinks and feels. Let's move to the third. That's a dynamism. We might have heard dynamic person. He is a dynamic person. So entrepreneur need to be dynamic, and if it is a very boring, lethargic, then that person will not succeed in the business. Innovation together with the dynamism constitutes a potential combination of prosperity. Dynamism revises the targets of the enterprise upwards time and again. The enterprise may open up new vistas, better product mix, or charismatic product image stimulating steady growth. A dynamic entrepreneur is always pragmatic, means a practical. Given the potentialities of the enterprises, he sets attainable goals which are to be accomplished within specific time frames. An entrepreneur tends to approach problems to solve them rather than running away from them. See, this is one of the main thing we must remember. A dynamic person will try to solve, otherwise people try to run away, escape. So being the decision maker, he cannot wish away problems. They have to be analyzed systematically and solved till the interest of the enterprise. He must believe in, create and practice win-win situation. This is a condition where everyone wins and no one loses. A good entrepreneur manager trains his staff continuously besides undergoing the same process himself. The main focus of this characteristics is becoming dynamic, means winning. So always your person's concentration is win, and to win, what need to be done, which problems need to be solved. So no escape route, only the how to go ahead. That looking after aspect is called as here the in dynamism. Next characteristics is leadership. You're all aware. The person who begins need to give some kind of leadership, otherwise absolutely it will not continue. Leadership is the basic quality of an entrepreneur. This spirit keeps him faces forward in any field. Leadership qualities will enable a person to stand apart in whatever profession he might be in. The quality of his leadership is clear from personal relationships, mode of handling a problem, generating resources, and taking others into one's own stride. An enterprise endowed with the resource of leadership will always be prominent in the market. Say, I'm not going to speak much about leadership here because you have studied in the subject management theory and practice. There, you have detailed study of leadership you have made. But what I want to say is, entrepreneur is a person who is leading the company. Yes, I know in big institutions, entrepreneurs they start and they give in the hands of the other leaders. Like they assign managers, a CEO, and other personnel to give a leadership to the organization. But at the same time, you must remember that entrepreneur is the leader of leaders. Therefore, he should have the ability to lead the leaders. Therefore, he can't say that the entrepreneur need not be a leader. It's one of the important quality. If there is no leadership quality in the entrepreneur, then he cannot be a successful. Team building, this is another one of the important aspect, because when you are starting any enterprise, you are creating a team. So you have to build a team. An entrepreneur should have an ability to build a team. A team is a group of individuals with a common purpose that is focused and aligned to achieve a specific task or a set of outcomes. A good team will be able to share knowledge, core competency, and goals. The team building skill consists of the following steps. Here I will be just briefing the steps also that is followed in the team building. So wanting to feel better, identifying the problem and needs of the enterprise, creating a vision, setting goals for the group, reviewing the progress. What it says is how to have a group culture of working. So when you are creating a group, then you require some core competencies there. You require to set the goals there. You have to have the coordination there. You need to give a vision to that group. You have to set up the goals. So all these things need to be taken into consideration. So it is an entrepreneur who is building the organization or enterprise. The next is achievement motivation. So I tell you, for the entrepreneur, let there be any qualities. If this quality is not there, I don't know how he can remain as an entrepreneur, because for every person, what it leads for the success is the achievement motivation. Now you are all students here, you are all studying. I'm aware that all of you have a desire to go ahead or achieve something or perform well in the future of your life. That's why you are studying, putting effort, hard work, and you are now listening to this video also. Otherwise you wouldn't have. This is more important. And for the entrepreneur, the achievement motivation is that today I am in this status, so today I am here, tomorrow I should not be here, or I should not come back. Rather I should go forward, I should move, that I should achieve something. So daily, little by more achievement, if he desires, then automatically he can be a successful entrepreneur. Just I'll read here what is the achievement motivation. Entrepreneurs have a high need for achievement and are guided by their inner self. There should be some inner power that which is motivating their behavior towards accomplishment. Most entrepreneurs are attracted to this innovative career for one good reason, that it is challenging and demands a high degree of intelligence and involvement. Entrepreneurs can be classified into three categories. Some are only dreamers, and though they indulge in nice dreams, they are not capable of translating their dreams into action. The growth of such entrepreneurs is soon slanted. Some entrepreneurs belong to the category of doubters. They always have a negative attitude, never expand their activities, never take any risk, and never go out of their way to achieve anything. They doubt their own capacity to do anything new. They are never innovative, and they follow the line of least resistance. The third category of entrepreneurs are the doers. They always accept any challenge and take a calculated risk to do something worthwhile. It is necessary to contact such a highly successful entrepreneurs and ask them what motivated them to become successful in their life. Here they have given, like say now you saw dreamers, doubters, and doers, 3Ds. So dreamers have ideas but they don't perform because nothing is, then they don't have a achievement motivation. Then there are doubters, they are negative, they too are afraid. Then there is a doers, for them there is a motivation, inner power which is leading them, which is pushing them to go ahead. That is a basic requirement for an entrepreneur. Let's move with the next slide. So another is problem solving. Entrepreneur should have a great capacity of the problem solving. It is important that an entrepreneur should be able to solve problems and not avoid them. A formal problem solving model helps entrepreneurs to solve problems on a logical manner. The model consists of 6 steps: define the problem, gather information, identify various solutions, evaluate alternatives, and select the best option, take action, evaluate the action taken. This is just I have given the steps which should be followed in the problem solving, but in brief you should know what the problem solving is. So in the organization, or whenever you start an enterprise, or whenever you start doing some business, automatically a problems arise there, whatever may be the nature. So whether it is a small or a bigger problem, it may be related to your production, it may be related to your human resources, or it may be related to your materials. So whatever may be the problem, and the problem need to be given proper attention at a right time, then only you can be a successful entrepreneur. Therefore some people do not have that problem solving ability and they will burn their fingers. Next is goal orientation. Goal setting is the achievement of targets and objectives for a successful performance of an entrepreneur, both long run and short run. It helps to measure how well individuals and groups are meeting the performance standards. Human behavior is goal directed. Therefore, goal setting is a necessary part of all activities. Everyone needs to feel that they have a worthwhile goal that can be reached with the resources and leadership available. Without goals, different members may go in different directions, which may give rise to difficulties, and these difficulties would continue as long as there is no common understanding of the goals involved. The goal setting process requires three steps, which are as follows: definition of goal, specific goals, feedback about goal achieved. Now, what it says is whole this explanation is you have to set a goal. So, entrepreneurs should always, whether short term and long term goals, has to be set. In this period, what all things I should do it, and when I after this period, what I should achieve. That idea should they should have, and they should fix the goals, and they should work for achievement of the goals. Otherwise, it is a waste. And always in the goal, you have to the goal should be specific, and always the feedback should be taken from your companions and others, friends, relatives, whether these goals are okay or something need to be changed. So that evaluation also has to be done. But without goal, no entrepreneur can succeed. Therefore, goal setting and marching towards the goal is one of the important requirement and characteristics of an entrepreneur. Next characteristics. So, risk taking and decision making ability. Entrepreneurs are persons who take decisions under conditions of uncertainty, and therefore are therefore they are willing to bear risk but never gamble with the results. This is evidenced by market studies exploring alternative lines of production or a new product mix or a new combination of inputs and so on. They set goals that require high level of performance. What it says is risk taking and decision making is another quality or a characteristics of an entrepreneur, because the moment a person is not ready to take a risk, then he will not decide anything. Now, take example, to do anything business, so he should see. Now you are having a hotel business, and in the hotel now you think that a common hotel you have, normal, just a food hotel, and tomorrow you think that in the food I should add a Chinese item. Okay, a person who is taking a risk, yes, he'll bring one person who knows to cook the Chinese items and starts it. Now another person who doesn't know this one, sorry, a person who is not a risk taking, he says, oh, what I have, that's sufficient, let me not to get into the new venture. So decision is negative. Therefore, one who takes the risk, he will have a positive decision. One who takes the one who is not going to ready to take the risk, his decisions are negative. Then we have a commitment. So this is one of the important aspect in the entrepreneur. Otherwise, the entrepreneur cannot be successful. So entrepreneur, if you go happy go lucky go, means anything is okay, irresponsible, then your enterprise will fall. One of the subtle qualities of an entrepreneur is his willpower. Strong determination with sound thinking fortifies willpower. It is determination that provides the entrepreneur energy to work for 15 to 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 52 weeks in a year till the unit reaches a natural stage of takeoff. What it says is entrepreneur has to give a start to any enterprise, and in the beginning stage, infancy stage, any enterprise requires more time, more concern, and it need to be looked after very well as you look after the child. So entrepreneur can't say, yeah, I'm working only 8 hours. So he has to give you, except his sleeping hours, even in the sleep or dreams, he has to think about the organization. So complete dedication and commitment to the organization or to the enterprise is very important. Otherwise, he will not be a successful entrepreneur. So just to come back with what I have said here, we have a, you see, I began with the creativity. So creativity, innovation, dynamism, leadership, team building, achievement, problem solving, goal orientation, risk taking, and commitment. So these are the qualities that are required or the characteristics of an entrepreneur. So in today's class I wanted to share with you this information. So I will conclude here, and I say thank you, and I request all the students to go through all the PPTs and follow, and don't keep it for the last moment. So whenever I send one PPT, you please go through that every time, so that you are aware of the information. Thank you.